First, you need to clear for clinical testing, kidney function, liver enzymes, tox-free.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. All right. So we should we do like a little intro or something or what?
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, how do I make the screen like big? Like it's like I guess this is the setup. I don't know. Oh, okay, no, this is
Uh,
all right. Cool. Like is yours like a? It's like two boxes up top, and you got like a gray box on the bottom, right?
you got a gray box?
It says like you're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you, right? I don't know if you see that too.
Mm, I'm
Not really.
recording a live stream. Can you close the door? I don't want that one. All right, my bad, bro.
You saw it. Saw it good. Was that Dylan?
Yeah.
True that.
Um,
What she was saying.
trying the blankets. Hold on a second.
All right,
Am I streaming?
bro. You know I was I ain't gonna say I was watching him, but I was kind of like inspired by the dude Aiden Raw. Is it Aiden? Auden? How you say his name?
Yeah, Aiden.
Bro, because that he posted like a video like 4 years ago in January, and he was like basically saying to himself, he was like, "Yo, 2019, I'm about to come for y'all." He was like, "Bro, I'm gonna have a million streams, a million this," and the video tag was like 4 years ago. And I guess he's like a millionaire now. I'm assuming. So he's been streaming, doing Twitch and all that. So like, a lot of people don't like this dude. I necessarily, he's kind of like a little weird, but hey, man, you either love or hate him. You know what I'm saying? Like he makes people decide, and I feel like that's the attitude you really gotta have in this shit, bro. Like niggas gonna hate it or niggas gonna love it, bro. And it's like I don't give a fuck which one it is, but it's like you gonna remember me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. I like Aiden. He's funny.
I've really never even watched this shit, but I guess I'll start watching it. Like, cause I don't even have no Twitch. I don't have none of that. But I should start. We should get on that too. I guess.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm in the middle of a stream.
Okay, then go sit down.
I'm already sitting.
Sheds, I'm going to sleep. And
You're in the stream.
that's why I'm sighing.
Is it like bad timing?
you. I thought you were watching a TV show. Sorry, bro. What were you saying?
It's all good, bro. If it's a bad time, it's straight, bro. We can do it when you free.
No, it wasn't a bad time. I came like to a different part of the house to record because she was in the living room watching a TV show.
Oh, okay. I don't want to feel like I'm like disturbing nothing. You feel me?
No.
Okay. But yeah, yeah, man. So, fucking, I guess for the viewers, you know what I'm saying. My name is Evan. This is Cornelius. You know what I'm
And
saying.
we are your big brothers.
We, we are your big. I love that song, man. All right, so we were saying the topic of this shit is alcohol today. I don't. Can we put like
Yes,
a
sir.
label on it, like a title?
Oh yeah, let me see if I can. Um, live viewer comments show up. Tap on a comment to show it on the screen. Oh, banners. Here we go. I'll create a banner.
Okay, yeah.
Alcohol.
Put the little beer emoji.
Did it pop up? Oh, there we go.
Yes, sir. All right, but all right. So alcohol. what was your first time drinking alcohol, and if you remember it, like what happened. You know what I mean?
All right. Hold on. I'm trying to find a little beer emoji. Oh, here we go. Got some champagne. Got a little cocktail. All right.
Hell yeah.
Add banner. There we
Sure.
go.
Yeah. All right.
All
That's
right. That's tough. Oh
Mwah.
man.
What?
Dang man, you asking the tough questions.
Oh, the first time you drank
Uh,
alcohol?
yeah. First time I drank alcohol, I think it's probably with my sisters. Uh, I remember I was probably like middle school. My sisters were in high school. I'm saying my sisters like you don't know them.
That's another part. Like I was gonna ask you, like, should we be doing this as like, okay, like we giving like a platform to the viewers, like we explaining everything, or should we be just talking like it's me and you? That's another thing I wanted to try to figure out. You feel me?
um, that's a good question. I don't know. Let's just talk like it's just me and you.
All right, we'll do it like me and you, and then I feel like once we get like a basis of how this shit work and go, we can like start a platform, and then we can do like a how-to or some shit, like you know what I mean?
Yeah, we can
But
do it like a lot clearer.
yeah, because I feel like you're gonna have to hop on first and learn how it works, and get all the buttons right and all that shit. So.
But yeah. Oh, another thing. Should we say people's names?
Oh, that's a good question too. As of right now, no. Just in case when we blow up, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have that mindset when we blow up.
All right.
When it get famous, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna hurt nobody's feelings and shit.
True. All right. So one of my sisters, she was heavy on the Moscato. So I think that was probably the first thing I had. Well, I do remember me and um thing. I was just about to say his name. What am we gonna call him? We're gonna call him Al. Me and Al, we was in like seventh or eighth grade, and we went to one of my sister's parties at one of their friends' crib, and they gave us a Four Loco. They let us split like a cup of Four Loco, and we're both like 13, just like faded off of like half a cup.
This is not me and you, Tom. What we did it?
This was like
Oh, this
a
was before.
month before, like me. No, this was, yeah, this was middle school,
Oh
I
yeah, okay.
think. Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
but no, when me and you, we were at Savannah's.
it was a
Dang,
kick.
I just said.
We could do. How about it? We could say families' names, right? Or people close to
All
us. I
right,
feel like. But if it's somebody that we, don't really fuck with, or something happened to them, whatever, we can change their name just for that sake. But if it's people we cool with, we got nothing wrong with them. It's all open, all love. We can go ahead and say their names. Just it's kind of
all
confusing
right,
trying to
but
all that shit.
yeah, yeah, because I'm like thinking of this stuff, and then I'm saying it, and I'm like, oh dang, I just said the person name. But
Nah, that shit
yeah,
really don't matter. I guess.
that was me and you at Savannah's birthday, her 21st.
Was it Kelly's? Was it Kelly's or Savannah's?
I think it was Savannah's.
I
We
thought it
got
was Kelly's, the oldest one, right?
yeah,
It might have been Savannah's party, but Kelly was there. She was low key like I ain't gonna say babysitting us, but she was like kind of like watching us, making sure we weren't fucking up and shit. You know what I mean?
yeah, because we were getting twisted.
We was running around the parking lot and shit, right?
Yeah,
I
she was like, oh
I,
yeah,
I
yeah.
remember that shit like it was like not long ago for real.
She was like, yeah, y'all wildin'.
And we was running in circles, dizzy and shit. It was crazy.
Yeah, super turned up. I remember Savannah had got trashed. She was hocking loogies on the carpet.
Oh my god,
Every
that's ridiculous, dude.
every time we bring that up, she's just like, that did not happen.
Right, she shaking her head and shit.
Yeah, but yeah, I think the first time I got drunk was with Al. Why am I calling him Al?
Come on,
Aaron.
Aaron.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me and him, we got twisted off some Four Loco, and then I think maybe like 2 weeks later, we went to the infamous Madison's birthday party,
Oops, shit.
which was like Project X.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah, that party was just beyond wild, and I think that was the first time I had got like drunk,
Twisted.
drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it's the
and I
difference,
think
right?
like
For the viewers, it's the difference between buzzed, drunk, you know what I'm saying, and fucked up, nigga. Like you can't see shit, it's black, like
yeah,
all three different stages, right?
I think that party, because we were all so young, that was like the first time with like a bunch of people like just like got like drunk.
You feel like the energy or the atmosphere of a place can contribute to you drinking more or less. Like if it's like niggas around
Yeah,
again.
yeah, definitely, because like we went to the party, we walked in, and it was cool. It was like semi-dead. There was a lot of people there, but then like these dudes they came through and they just like started unloading gallons of Burnett's, and like instantly you could feel the entire like energy, the whole room just shift, and like
Right.
everything just went up. And like from there, like it was insane, like how everyone just changed so quickly.
Everybody got super turned. Everybody was
Bro,
ready.
shirts started flying off, like the music got louder, like people just started getting loose.
Oh God. All it takes is some alcohol, bro. Like, cause then like a lot of people was underage too, which is a normal thing. So it's like, for niggas that's underage, if a nigga come through with a bottle, you looking like Jesus. You know what I mean? You like, yo, we got this shit. You like, all right, bet, like let's turn up, like you know what I mean, like all that extra shit.
Bro, they came through with bottles, bro. They came through with like 7, 8 like jugs of Burnett's. And you know how big the Burnett's bottles was.
That shit was the
All types of
shittiest liquor.
flavors.
That
Bro,
motherfucker was
that
like this. Oh,
was
Aristocrat. Remember Aristocrat? Aristocrat and
yeah.
Burnett. All right, so for the viewers, Aristocrat Burnett is some fucking cheap ass vodka you get at the corner store or the liquor store. It's teenagers use it to get fucked up, man. Like that's what this shit is.
Let me see
That shit.
if we can attach pictures.
I was gonna say put a picture of that man.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, actually. Let me see. I don't think we.
Attach.
Maybe.
We can.
Okay.
We gotta upgrade StreamYard.
All right. Yo, so what do you think is like what is a way that we could like expand our audience? I mean, the first way, right? You got to make content. From everything I've been researching and learning, the important number one thing, you just have to fucking make content. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to be consistent about it. Make sure whether you get 0 views or 100 views, you got to keep coming with the content, right? So that's step one. But what can we do to like pull in our audience? You feel me? Like, what can we do to make this marketable to a lot of different people? So it's like they got a reason to watch our shit. You know what I'm saying? They look on like, all right, bet I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna learn about this. You know what I mean?
We could set up a pyramid scheme like Andrew Tate.
Hey, that's why he arrested now, though. You feel me?
Human trafficking type.
Yeah, that's what it was, right? That's
Mm.
insane, dude.
Nah, but I heard he's out.
But you know what's crazy, bro? He they caught him with that human trafficking shit, right? But I heard him in an interview one time, and he liked to brag, he liked to flex. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like Andrew Tate. A lot of people don't like him. I kind of like him, yeah, because he is like the embodiment of like success, and like he may be super cocky, he may be like condescending, he talks trash and he's ass, but everything he says like about changing your life and about what you need to do to switch it and like your mindset is all true. Like I haven't heard him lie about like say anything that's like false that has made like what I'm saying. Everything he's saying is like he's not wrong. Like you know what I mean. Like about physical being fit. You know what I'm saying? Just I remember him saying some shit. He was like, bro, I just got tired of being like a loser.
Hmm.
Nigga was like, yo, I got tired of seeing everybody get the girls, driving these fucking cars and having the money. So he was like, I turned myself up. And he came from the hood of South London. So, but
Yeah, I won't say that I like completely agree with everything he says. I mean, he
right.
does say like a lot of good things, but I think he also says equally like a lot of like terrible things too.
Like what's an example of something? Because I don't follow him completely, but I haven't heard anything super terrible. What's an example of like something really bad he said?
Um, Probably, I mean, it's been a while since I've watched him, so I mean, I can't like quote like verbatim, but it probably had to do something about like women.
Right. Just like the
But I mean,
condescending attitude about that shit.
yeah, I mean, he definitely has a very different view of women than I do. So,
This
but
is true.
he did say one thing um in this podcast, and I was like, you know what? He's actually spitting facts here. He was talking about if he had a girl and then his friend slept with her or something like that, or his girlfriend, right? They broke up, and then his like friend got with her, right?
Right.
Whose fault is that or something like that? And he said that in that situation, that would be his fault because um, why did he pick a woman like that?
Who's loose?
And yeah, and why was he around boys that would snake him like that?
Facts. Like, why is he having these kind of people in his inner circle that would do some shit like that?
Yeah, so he was pretty much saying like that was poor judgment on his part. So he would have to take responsibility for that happening. I was like, you know, that's actually like a pretty good take on that. Instead of like bashing the woman or like bashing like
Yeah.
his friend or something.
That's the part of the accountability, I feel like. And that's a very,
Yeah,
because like when you put blame on other people, it's like you're not taking responsibility. Like, and to some extent, I mean, he kind of right. Like, you got to surround yourself with solid people. Like, for instance, you would never do no shit like that to me. I would never do no shit like that to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we kind of know that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's important that you know that about who you chilling with, who you around, this shit, who you communicate with. And I feel like that's a good point for real. But
that's what he was getting at too, because in another video I had seen someone's asking him like, oh, like, do you and your brother like share girls or something like that? And he was like, no, never. I'm like, why would we do something like that? Like,
me personally, I never found the appeal in that shit. Like for me, like
I
I've always been selfish with like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
but like just coming from like the whole brother aspect, like that's the worst thing that you could do to your best friend or your
Oh yeah.
brother
Oh
is
yeah.
to like sleep with a girl. Like, why?
Because it's kind of like you hitting them where it hurts. You know what I mean?
That's like the biggest like what do you call it? The
Sin.
biggest
Bro,
um
code rule.
I can't think of the word. It's like something of betrayal. The highest
Treason.
level of betrayal.
Treason.
Yeah. Yeah,
The
treason.
act of treason.
Yeah. That's the biggest violation of bro code.
For sure. That's one of them.
Thou shalt not lieth with thy brother's main squeeze.
I thought you was about to spit some real Bible stuff for a second.
Nah.
No, I mean, that's a fact though. It's just like it's so many people out here, you know. Yeah. Now, what was I about to say? Oh,
Mm.
the human trafficking shit though. He said one time in an interview he was on that boat in Croatia with 30 different women. That sounds like some human trafficking, bro. And you know, he was saying it to flex. He was like, "Oh, we were on the boat in Croatia, like 30 women." And in my head, I'm like, "This is a perfect human trafficking. Like you carrying these women across the border, my nigga. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, either that's super player or super player.
yeah,
Super
like you know,
pimping.
he kind of told on himself with that one, but
I mean, he did run like a huge webcam business for a minute.
that's what he's known for, right?
That's how he made his money.
It's okay. What does that mean? Like, he basically owns it, and then like the women are it's like OnlyFans and shit. I'm assuming.
He is like online pimping.
Damn.
I think he said like he had this studio, right? He had a bunch of women like sitting on computers, like
Right.
chatting all day with dudes, and um like they would just make money from
And
this website. And
it wasn't illegal what he was doing.
I don't think so, at least not in the country that he was in.
This just feels illegal. I don't know why. Like you know what I'm saying?
It
Like he's
feels
at like
like
in a
pimping,
warehouse or some shit. Like you know what I mean? Like,
pretty much. Or either he rented out like some giant space with like a ton of rooms.
nah, that's a fact.
But he was saying something about how like it was easier if, you know, though if you slept with the woman, because then she'd have like a deeper like love and connection for you,
Oh, see
versus
that
like
that's kind of like yeah, that's iffy. Like
he'll say he had like some employees that like he didn't sleep with that had boyfriends, and their productivity wasn't as good as some of the other girls. Because like, why would she like work so hard for him when she could be doing it with her boyfriend, something like that.
so basically, he's saying that the women that was working for him was his women, and that's how he got them to pretty much like do what he wanted to do.
I think he has said he had something like 70 women working for him. He wasn't sleeping with all of them. And so, like, he said he had to let a lot of them go because, like, the ones he wasn't sleeping with weren't producing or didn't want to work as much for him because he wasn't sleeping with them. They didn't have no, like, real connection toward him.
So would you say that he is using these women? Right, it's a good question.
That's a good question. Is he using these women? Mm,
Kind of feels like
yeah,
it. Kind
yeah.
of feels like.
Yeah. I mean,
He,
he's not like a pimp in the sense that she goes out and then she brings back all the money to him, because I think he did say they either split it 50-50 or it was like a 80-20 or something.
even that's like a horrible split, dude. Like, damn.
No, but 80 for her. It was something where it was like
Oh,
really
80
fair
for
for
the.
the woman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But shit, if you got 70 different women, you getting 20% profit from each one.
exactly.
That adds
Yeah,
up. Like,
yeah.
damn.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I guess from that, then he moved on to casinos. Um, and oh, his whole Hustlers University, and I think he's got some other stuff going on too. I can't remember, but he's pretty
Hustler
much saying
University.
like
That sounds like kind of familiar. What is that?
that was where he was like teaching people like different courses. I think is like how to make money, how to pretty much exit the matrix.
That makes sense.
And so it's like a whole like network, and you can get plugged into.
You got to pay for
Um,
like a subscription.
yeah, I think the entry level was like 50 pounds to like get in, and then
Right.
like the more you pay, the deeper like you go into this network, and then I guess you can eventually like meet him or get linked in with like some serious like um players.
That makes sense.
There were some guys who exposed him. They were like, "Yeah, I paid like thousands of dollars, and I got into his Hustlers University, and it was weak."
That's always been my fear. Is like all these little programs and like all these little classes you could take, and oh, join this and join my subscription. Da da da. Like I just fear like as soon as I pay my money, it's just like it's a waste. Like you know what I mean? Like that's always been my thing with some of these things. Like
I mean, the guy he made the video, I watched it, right, and then I think Andrew and his brother they reacted to it, and they were saying like all right, the guy he paid like maybe a couple thousand. It was like one of the higher tiers or maybe the highest one,
right.
but he was like, you paying the money, like it doesn't grant you like instant access. Like you have to like network, like you have to be a part of this community and
I
like
see.
actually like get involved with the other people in here to like really, start to like make some moves, gain knowledge and stuff like that. It's not like you pay the money and then you become a millionaire overnight or something like that.
Right. It's like
And so,
it's a 50-50 like quid pro quo. Like you gotta match my hustle type shit. Like you gotta do some work too in order to get where I'm at type
yeah,
shit.
yeah, it's a process.
I mean, I
And
kind of
so
understand.
yeah, so like I think like even if you pay like the 50, I think that if you stick with it, you'll get some results.
Get something out of that shit, right?
Yeah, because like it's a whole bunch of people in there, right? All looking for the same thing. They're all like looking for success, money, networking, business, right? And like if you stick with it, you're bound to meet like someone on a higher level and like get tapped in with them.
It makes sense, like, because he's about connections and he's extremely connected in London or in Britain or wherever. He lives in Romania, which is weird. But he lives there. He said because it's some like tax law or something. Like I forget. I heard him say. I just forget what it was, but it's some kind of tax law. That's why he lives there.
He was saying he didn't like UK too because the violence.
It's violent over there.
Yeah, a lot of stabbings.
I wouldn't even have guessed that, to be honest.
For real? You haven't seen that?
In UK, like you talking about in like the hood, like South London, or you talking about like just in general?
I don't really know the parts over there in London. I just know
Uh,
that they be getting
from what I
they be
know, like
getting
South
poked up.
South London is supposedly like the hood. Like it's like, you know what I'm saying? But even when you go to South London, you know what I'm saying, it's like it's not even comparable to some hoods in the US. You feel me? That's why it's like I don't look at it as like, I don't know, like this dangerous area. I mean, maybe if I go there and I see it as different, but you know, it's white people in the hood. And let's be real, bro. Anytime you see white people in the hood, that shit not threatening to me. Because I
That
just
is
feel like
not true.
I mean, yeah, to a certain extent, you're right. It's not fully true. It's like 100% true, but I don't know. I just feel like I ain't gonna say I'm safe, but I don't feel as threatened. You know what I'm
There's
saying?
always some white people in the trenches.
So I guess my definition of trenches in like redneck city or something is different. Like if you go to like some trailer parks, that's different. Yeah, like some redneck areas where it's you the only black person. You know what I mean? Bunch of white people, whatever it is, like that can be dangerous because you were outnumbered at that point.
I'm talking about like the hood.
The hood,
I'm talking about the trap.
the trinap.
Yo, you ever been like downtown Newport News?
Yeah, a couple times. It's rough.
How bad was that?
I mean, it was bad. I mean, I ain't gonna say I spent time out there. Or the most time, like I probably drove through it a few times, and like we ran out there for cross country practice one time.
You
It
ever
was
ran out there?
yeah, like we ran like 5 miles. So like
Oh,
we ran from like Ward all the way down Ward Boulevard to like into downtown because that should take you straight to downtown. And even that, like it wasn't that bad. I mean, but I ain't gonna lie, I seen Newport News on Cops one time. And I knew it was downtown Newport News because of the shit that was going on. So I was like, okay, yeah. But I mean, as far as like other hoods, it's probably up there for sure. But it's not as bad as like Atlanta hoods. You know what I'm saying? Or like DC. Like
yeah.
DC and Atlanta are probably like worse. Like, and it's just funny because like it be in different areas where it's different types of crimes and shit. So like DC you're gonna have a lot of shootings. Atlanta you're gonna have a lot of shootings too. But you get like I guess the intensity of the crimes is different too. Like down here, you got a lot of trapping, which is normal, but you got a lot of like white people on that shit too. So it's a difference.
Well, you was talking about in Atlanta?
Yeah, like because Atlanta is really different. Like it's made up of like a lot of different people from different states. So like if a nigga get caught up trapping here, he might not even be from here. You feel me? Like, but
Oh
niggas in
yeah.
DC, like a lot of people in DC are from DC, like born and raised. Like they in the hood, they never leaving type shit. Um, but a lot of people down here, like they moved down here on some opportunity shit. You know what I mean? On some like I'm gonna come down here and get my money right, hit a lick, so to speak, whatever.
Yeah,
And
because
also,
Atlanta, the Black Hollywood.
that's a lie, Brian. I mean, like it is, but it's not. Like it's a black Hollywood, but at the same time, it's like with a glass ceiling. Does that make sense?
With a
Like,
glass ceiling, what you mean?
you can only go so far.
Uh,
Like a lot of people got their own businesses and shit. A lot of people doing their own thing, but it's a lot of money in it. So I mean, if you got money, that's cool. You can make your money off of it. But I think it's just a lot of like hecticness in the city. You know what I mean? Like it's really hectic. Like, and what I mean by hectic, like you got it from all angles, bro. You got actual events happening. So you got like festivals and parties and fucking, you know, openings here and new bar here and, you know what I'm saying, like new restaurant here and fucking like, oh, community event here and this here. But then you also got shootings and like stabbings and fucking traffic
Dang.
jams out the ass, like construction, you know what I'm saying? Like people getting in accidents, like people getting hit on the road, like, woo,
Dang.
a lot of shit going on, bro. I had to walk up that hill and shit. I'm gonna go down the hill now.
You out in the woods.
Nah, it's like a little park.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yo, you was talking about cops, Newport News being on cops, and that just reminded me. I was watching this video about To Catch a Predator earlier today. And they said the reason why the show got canceled was because of the last episode. The dude they caught was a district attorney.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh
And
man, that's crazy.
they had the camera team, they had the police, everybody at his crib, and the dude ended up committing suicide, and they caught all of it on camera.
Oh fuck. So they had to pull the
Yeah.
episode and everything.
I have no idea what happened, but I guess after that, they said the show got canceled.
You talking about with
I'm
Chris
not,
Hansen, right?
yeah.
I used to watch that shit every once in a while. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I ain't gonna lie, a couple months ago, I was like binge watching the shows on YouTube.
Cause it's pretty like all the shows that's not on the air anymore, right?
Yeah, bro, this show's having me weak.
It just be so like you could just tell the dudes be like thinking it's something totally different. Like they come in, she's like, oh yeah, let me just go upstairs and freshen up really quick. look, they go like, hey, how's it going? I'm Chris Hansen. Like, oh shit, like they get
Hey,
all
you
nervous.
want to take a seat here?
Right, go ahead and have a seat. No. Like, where you going? Go ahead, sit down. Like,
They said, well, who are you? Who are
right, like,
you?
what is this? What's going
What are
on? Like,
you doing?
I don't know who she is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, trying to act dumb and shit. Oh man.
Bro, I'll be like, yo.
So what is the actual law that they are breaking by pulling up to an underage woman's house, a girl's house? If they didn't have sex with this woman, they give her any alcohol. What is the law that they're technically breaking?
The fact that they up in the house looking for a little girl or a little boy.
I mean, yeah, that's obviously sick in itself, right? But I'm just trying to say, like, okay, if they're in court, right, what are they gonna hit them with? You feel me? What is the law that they attempt to, you know what I'm saying, be with a minor, or like what do you call it? Like,
Was the attempt to cause bodily harm to a minor,
okay, yeah, that's
soliciting a child for sex,
yes,
something,
that sounds
probably
about right.
something along those lines, amongst other
Other
sexual violations, because they're probably sending pictures to.
Oh yeah, okay, never mind. I forgot about the pictures part. That's a whole nother animal itself. All right, if you receiving and giving pictures to an underage girl, that's obviously grounds for fucking. You know what I mean?
I think it's more the bodily harm, because the messages, like they're telling like, oh, like what I want from you, what I'm gonna do to you. And
Right.
I don't think everyone sends pictures, but I think they probably do have, enough photo evidence.
To go off of and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's a good question to like see what all the charges they hit them with.
That shit was. It
But I
was
heard
a
that some of them like got away because like the charges like they just didn't stick.
word.
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, supposedly it's like a statistic that like there's like a predator that lives within like 25 miles of like anybody or something like that. You heard something like that?
I think I heard something like that. Yeah.
Like a registered sex offender, like is most likely like living near you, like wherever you are.
Yeah, we was talking about this last time, right? I told you I had like tried to look it up here,
Yeah.
the sex registry here in Germany.
You said somebody was near you, right?
No, I looked it up in Newport News, like my house, bro. It's like, bro, how do I describe this, bro? It's like a zombie horde. That's what it looked like, bro. It was hits like
Yeah.
everywhere, all
Yeah.
around the city, or like all around my house. I'm like, dang. It's like you got like 350 predators in your area.
Bro, and the thing is, like, we probably be talking to these people. We probably be shaking hands with these motherfuckers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bro,
especially at jobs and shit, bro. Oh my god.
literally the first dude who was on the list who I clicked on was my old coworker, bro.
No
I
way.
used to work with this dude every day, bro.
Wait, you could
I
pull up
was like,
the person's name and who they are and shit?
bro, you can see the picture, you can see the mugshot.
Oh. I didn't know
Bro,
it
I
went that
clicked
deep.
on
I
it.
thought you just saw where they lived and shit.
Bro, it shows you where they live. It shows you like a little bit of their history. It's got their mugshot, their full name, everything, bro.
Damn.
Everything exposed, and it tells you exactly what they got arrested for too. So that's why I was like, all right, bet I can see all the predators like in Virginia in my area. I was like, let me try and see if I can find that here in Germany in this area.
Right.
Because I mean, now it like it pertains to me because I got kids. Like
Oh yeah.
when I was
Yeah.
living in Virginia, it's like oh like whatever. But
Yeah.
I was just like curious, but it was like, dang, nope,
I gotta look my shit up now. That's crazy.
it's crazy.
It's probably a lot more down here too.
You probably got a couple neighbors.
It's yeah, right. Because we live in an apartment complex, so it's kind of like tight. You know what I'm saying? But like, I guarantee you, some motherfuckers in my building.
Yeah.
Shit,
Hey,
wow.
bro, you remember that restaurant called I think it was called Warwick Restaurant.
Yeah, it's like a seafood restaurant, right?
Yeah, and then like right beside it was like this like motel, like super old. I forgot what it was called.
I vaguely remember something like that. Yeah.
I remember it was like some crazy prostitution ring bust like a couple years ago where like a ton of people got arrested. It was probably like 70 people got caught up in this prostitution ring, and it was all from that hotel.
Yeah, like I don't know if you know, like I remember when you came to visit me and Caleb, like probably like 3 years ago now, 4 years ago, and like
Hmm.
you and Dylan, I think y'all stayed at the crib for like a night.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like at that apartment, um, fucking there was like motels across the street, like a string of motels, like probably like 4 or 5. And no, I'll say probably like 3 or 4, but they were known for like prostitution rings and shit like that. Like I'm telling you, every time I used to come out the house, maybe like once a week or something, you would see like a bus, like it'd be cops, you know what I'm saying? Police lights, all type of shit. I'd be like, damn, like you never really know like what's going on, you feel me?
That's crazy.
Hell yeah. Shit, man. How long you want to do this? Like what's our goal time limit? You know what I mean?
We could go for a couple more minutes, probably like 45.
Yeah, we could do it like 30 minutes, 45, and then eventually get up to like an hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How long do Aiden Ross be streaming for?
Man, they probably be streaming for hours.
They just be sleep with the camera on type shit.
It's like, bro, I be seeing some dudes on YouTube, they be streaming for like 8, 9 hours straight, bro.
Are they
Just
famous?
talking. Nah, I mean they're not like super famous.
Right.
They're just like debaters.
You said debaters.
Yeah.
What is that? Like a law debate or some shit?
No, they're like apologists or like polemicists. They'll like let, invite people up here and like discuss like religion and stuff. But they'll be up here like all day just debating people like about like Islam, Christianity.
You be watching that?
Not the whole thing. And,
Maybe like an hour, right?
like this one dude, like I pop in every now and then, and I'll be on the show, like ask a couple questions, and then like I'll get off of work, and I'll see they posted a video, 9 hour stream. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
like,
Yo, battery, like you got to be hooked up to a charger at all times and shit. Like,
for real. I'm like, bro, y'all don't do nothing but stream. But I mean, I think that's probably their main source of income. But still, I'm
right.
like,
It's like they job and shit.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if I could do like 8, 9 hours in front of a camera, but I'm low key like camera shy too. Like I don't even like. I gotta get used to seeing and hearing myself like on film. You know what I'm saying? Like even like this, like watching this video back would be hard for me because I don't like watching myself.
Yeah.
I
I got the same issue, bro, because whenever I make TikToks or even Instagram, bro, I do not watch them Jones.
I
I
hate
just post them and just don't look at them.
Nah, you was going with the little Instagram videos for a minute though, like just different stuff you was posting. It was like a lot of like relevant stuff. You know what I mean? Like different topics or whatever. So
I
I'm not.
got lazy, bro.
You say you got lazy? I feel you, bro.
Yeah,
I feel.
I got stupid lazy.
It's not easy.
Yeah, man, like waking up every day and like being on point.
Like every day you gotta like just have that mindset. Like okay, let me stream. Like let me post. Like and you really got to put thought into it. Like okay, what am I gonna talk about? What am I gonna post? You know what I mean? Like.
When I look back when I was like 19, I was like, yo, I was just hungry. I was grinding, bro.
Yo, me too. Like when I was rapping, bro, like I was on it, bro. Like I remember just being in my uncle basement, bro. Just I'm recording shit on my phone. I'm writing verses, nigga. I'm making beats. Like I'm like, yo, I was hungry. Like you would say, I'm trying to tap that shit. You know what I mean? It was
Now
like,
you getting old.
bro, that shit went too fast, nigga. Like, and I just feel like everybody got this thing like about being 30. You know what I mean? Like. And that shit low key be like getting the niggas like they be like, yo, like when I turn 30, like everybody think 30 is old and shit. But I had to reframe my mindset like, yo, 30 is extremely young. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
30, nigga, you got so many years left, bro. You got so much time left. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like instead of wasting time worrying about how old you is and oh man, I'm starting to get tired. Like you gotta just work against it. You know what I mean? Like, and that means like going to the gym, exercising, meditating, being goal oriented. You know what I'm saying? Writing shit down, writing how you feel, and journaling every day. Like, it's the process. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think because we're guys, it's a lot different.
Then what?
This than girls
Oh, as
because
far as
as
like
we get older, it gets better for us.
for women, it's the opposite. This is true.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't care about my age, and I'm just extremely feeling extremely blessed and
Right.
grateful that
To
like
make
I've
it
even
far.
made it to like my late 20s
No cap.
because like I mean, it's so many of us like already dead at like
Yeah. 20,
21, like didn't
21.
make it past 23.
Bro, think about this, right? About 5 years ago, how many rappers have popped up and died? I'm talking about these niggas rose to fame within 5 years and then died within 5 years. Lil
Bro
Peep,
got
fucking
all the money.
your boy with the perks in the airport in the Juice World.
Juice WRLD,
Man,
X,
Miller. Um, you said who you
yeah,
said?
Mac Miller,
Yeah, bro. Like a lot of it's drug overdose, but then some of it's murder. You know what I'm saying? Like
Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke, bro. Like these young niggas, bro. That's what I'm saying. They don't give a. I feel like I hate characterizing people like that. I hate doing that whole generation shit. Like, oh, y'all young niggas, because I'm not old. You know what I mean? Like, but I feel like young niggas nowadays, bro, they wild, bro. Like they wild, bro. Like, cause we was wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we wasn't like caught, like we wasn't like murder somebody or like get arrested while like, I've been arrested twice, but it wasn't on like for hurting nobody or for like killing or murdering. You know what I'm saying? Like nowadays, that's all you have. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whether you in LA, whether you in New York, whether you in Atlanta, Virginia, like, young niggas is about their shit. So I feel like they crashing out, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But a lot of it is the music, bro. Let's talk about it. The music, right? A lot of this music niggas listening to, bro, it's about murder and killing and drilling the op and pulling up on the niggas and with Glizzy with the 30. Like, you know what I'm saying? All
Glizzy
this
with
shit,
the 30.
nigga.
Glizzy
Like,
with the dick out.
that's what I'm saying. I stand up with
I
the
got
dick.
that.
It's so lame. Like, and now it's cutter like style of rap that's what you have to talk about in order to make it big. And it's like, and if you ain't talking about shit like that, you ain't gonna get recognized. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's fucked up, but it's the reality of where rap is at today. Like, even
It's
Gucci had a song called "Dissing the Dead." You heard that shit?
yeah, I think so. But it's like, man, like as a rapper, right? As an artist that makes music, you have to get tired of rapping about the same thing. Like
Hey,
it's only so many songs you can make. Glizzy with the dick out. I got it on me. Shoot a nigga. Pop a pill.
right,
Uh, slide in her pussy. Like
right, fucking bitch,
it.
yeah,
Get the money. Get the girls. Get the jewels. Shoot a nigga. Like, bro. Like, come on. Like,
lame. To me, it's lame. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of people like it. To me, it's lame. Like, I'd rather listen to a nigga talking about getting money. Like, Currency, all about getting money. Never about killing
mhm,
out, killing nobody. Like, Larry June, all about getting money. If you listen to these niggas, bro, they tell you about what you need to do with your money, how to get money, like how to stay consistent, how to be persistence and consistence. You know what I'm saying? Two different things, but they are very similar. But those are
mhm.
like extreme concepts. You know what I'm saying? That need to be taught. I feel like, bro, like, and like it's important if you have a platform like that, you gotta make sure, like, I don't know. At least I personally feel like it's a duty. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got millions of followers, if you low key famous, like it's a duty on you, bro. Like, to make sure that you putting out the right type of energy and the right content. Am I right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah, but unfortunately,
that's
I
not how.
think that's not how it works when you sell your soul.
Do you feel like that's something that happens in order to make it big as a rapper? You have to sell your soul.
And, bro, you're getting millions and millions of dollars from somewhere. Someone is dictating to you what you can say, what you can rap about, what you cannot say, in order for
Right.
you to keep getting this cash flow.
Right.
I mean, unless like you do it completely independent by yourself, then you don't have nobody to answer to.
Yeah, but most of the time, I mean, nowadays you're starting to see it more where a lot of rappers are coming up independent, but it's a rare thing, bro. Like, I can name maybe like 5 or 6 rappers that came up independent,
But
and
how big are they? What?
exactly,
How big is
like,
their influence?
not a lot. Yeah, like Young Dolph was like one of the like that comes to my mind. Like Young Dolph, like who
Hmm.
else? Who else did it on the like fucking like Bones? He's not huge at all, but he's making some money. He's made millions at this point, and it's just
In the
about,
underground.
yeah, exactly, in the underground. But like people like Lil Pump definitely sold his soul. People like fucking, you know what I'm saying, Smoke Perp and all these niggas that popped up and then fucking vanished within like 2 years. You know what I mean? Like you seen Lil Pump recently, bro? That nigga look weird, bro. Like,
Yeah, he got fat,
yo, he
but
got his facial tattoos removed.
oh, we're
I think so, yeah.
that's cool because he has some stupid ones.
He did, bro, some very stupid shit. And it's like
Yeah,
part of that is just like maturing too, right? Like when
yeah,
you
he's probably just growing up.
Yeah, bro. Like when you get young, whatever. Like tattoos is cool as a concept itself, but like you got to learn like where to have them. I feel like, you know what I'm saying. Or it also depends on, like, you know what I'm saying, what you're doing, where you at. Like for instance, like you got on your hand, like that's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying, because you know what you're doing, you in your lane. Like, but like, all right, like Lil Uzi, right? I remember you told me he permanently tatted his face so he couldn't get employed, right?
Yeah,
Like, okay, that to me was like extremely smart, but it was extremely stupid at the same time. It was like, okay, I see his motivation. I see why he was doing it. You know what I'm saying? But what if it didn't work? You know what I mean? Like,
it was no what if for him. So I mean, I guess that's what like it's like make or break at that point. It's like I'm all into this. There's no plan B, no plan C. It's either I make this work or I die.
that's really how you got to be. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But do you feel like, all right, like face tattoos as a concept in itself, right? Do you feel like face tattoos put you in a different category than, like, as a rapper, right? Than other rappers? Like a nigga with face tattoos, you're gonna get looked at differently than a nigga who's clean cut, say, for instance, like Drake, or who's another rapper, like no face tats, like very clean cut. You know what I'm saying? Like, not many. Like
Um,
J. Cole.
Not necessarily. I think it depends on the type of art that you make.
This is true. Depends on the
But
kind of,
generally, yeah, generally when you see a person with face tattoos, then you know, okay, they make a certain type of like rap music.
right.
And it's not at, like generally like a higher quality of music.
I feel you on that.
You're gonna expect, you know, a certain quality from someone with face tattoos rather than someone who doesn't.
You feel like they're gonna be like less inhibited, right? Like they're gonna have like, I guess more wild is the word to say, like more wild, so to speak, like just more off the chain, off the leash type shit.
Um, Maybe I was looking at it more from just like, you know, a trap viewpoint. Like you see a dude with tattoos, like he's gonna have like the same I can't think of the words, but I don't know, I'm just not expecting that much like musically or artistically from this person.
I feel you on that shit. I feel like as a from a business standpoint, it kind of boxes you in a little bit. Like a lot of like A&Rs or record labels or whatever. Like I feel like they kind of handpick who they want. You know what I mean? So it's like sometimes
But I
they
mean, they're
want
probably looking for those people.
right, they want that kind of image and shit, but then yeah, that's true. Cause I feel like nowadays it's kind of like more popularized. Cause like I feel like a more clean cut nigga, like you know what I'm saying, like Drake or anybody else who starts out clean. Like when Drake first started, bro, niggas thought he was whack, bro. Like you know what I'm saying, like I kind of had that in the back of my mind for a little bit, but I still liked his music, so to speak. And I was like, okay, he may be a little lame, but he made good music. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like it just felt like he didn't fit in. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like you see him on stage with a bunch of hood niggas, dreads, tattoos, ghetto bit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just with the
Yeah,
and with the image. He up there just clean cut fade. You know what I'm saying? One little chain on, pants pulled up all the way. You know what I'm saying? Like
no beard.
no beard, nigga looking scary as hell.
Looking albino.
Right. But I guess in his case, he just didn't fucking stop. You know what I mean? Like,
Nah, he had to prove himself.
he really did, though. And, you know, hate him or love him, like, he's fucking almost a billionaire. So it's like, and low key, he set the stage of the rap game. Like, I mean, we can say he's at the top of the rap game. I would say that he is at the top of the rap game still. He has been for some years. You know what I mean? So,
It's
hey,
just a shame that the content that um these rappers at the top like are putting out to like the youth and the masses, because it's like you said, you have this huge platform and you are older and yet you continue to spew the same nonsense,
over and
like
over.
shoot, like pop a pill in the strip club. Like I was listening to an unreleased song from Drake and Uzi, and someone commented like, "Yeah, Drake is almost 40, still talking about popping perkies."
Right. It's almost
Like,
like a delayed thing too, because like you never heard that in his music until recently. Like, and that shit with 21 Savage, he had a song like talking about pills, and he's like, "Oh, where you get this motherfucking pill from?" And I'm like, this nigga never talked about pills. He barely talked about smoking. He talked about having a drink or two. Never talked about getting hammered. Now all of a
mhm.
sudden, it's like I feel like he's becoming influenced. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, like you said, as an almost 40-year-old man, a rapper, a multimillionaire, he still like has the ability to become like influence. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
to me, that was a little weird. I was like, okay, like you know what I mean? Like,
But I mean, like, look at the futures, right?
oh yeah,
Pushing 40, still
yeah,
strip club, popping pills, you know,
it's the life, I guess.
trapping. Like, what life, bro? You're rich. Like, you're
Yeah,
not doing all of this.
you
But
don't have.
yet, the kids are listening to this, right? The youth is listening to this and wanting to like emulate this lifestyle, this reckless, destructive lifestyle. And it's just like, yo, you're just like pushing negativity out, all for what?
Yeah, and like I remember I was talking to this dude at my old job, like back in Virginia, and we Future came up in topic, and then he was like, yo, I can't stand Future, and I was like, why? And he was like, cause the nigga basically pushes a culture that he doesn't even embrace. Like he's talking about drugs and trapping and killing and all this shit, but you know what I'm saying? Like he's doing nothing but bringing his own people down, bringing his own culture down, and he's like kind of like the proprietor for it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the music he makes is about drugs lean and getting high and fucking bitches and fucking a nigga's bitch and like that shit I never got, by the way. Like fucking another nigga's girl, like that's not a power play to me. Like to me, that just means like okay, you got money, but that just means the bitch is unfaithful. Like, that's a real shit. Like you know what I'm saying, like you might have money, but it just means you don't have a solid woman, bro. Like if I might have $100 in my bank, right? And then I'm with my shorty, right, walking through the mall. And if a nigga wearing 1,000 chains on, you know what I'm saying, he got millions in the bank, he could easily pull my shorty, right? But if he pulls my shorty, that just means I wasn't with a solid shorty, right? This
Yeah.
is pretty much what Andrew Tate was saying. Like, it's the same concept. Like, bro, like, you cannot, like, let money, like, be a factor as to why you lose your girl. Like, if you lose your girl because a nigga got money, that means you weren't doing something right. If I'm hitting my girl right, if she's fed, if I'm taking care of bills or whatever, you know what I'm saying, you got to do in a relationship, she shouldn't leave you for a nigga that got money because she don't need money if you taking care of her. Now, if you a broke nigga and you like to stay a broke nigga and you always, like, you know what I'm saying, you doing broke nigga shit, then, you know what I'm saying, that's grounds to leave a bitch. Like, for me, it's just like, you got to have something more than just what's in your pocket. You know what I mean? In order to really, like, make a stand and shit. Like, I don't know.
I mean, it's also like an ego thing, especially like for rappers, because it's always like who's on top, right? And oh, you got her? Well, I had her too.
Right.
But that's kind of like I don't know, what's the word? That's I don't know, that's just weird.
It is, because it's like how you got all these millionaires, right, who live in the same city, like LA, right, or Atlanta, wherever they live.
And they sharing the same 10 girls.
Right. That's what has me blown. Like, I'm like, yo, like, there's so many different women out here, bro. Like, I mean, part of it, okay, you got to deal with a shorty who kind of has money or kind of who knows how to be around people who got money. Because, like, one part of it, okay, if you're rich and famous, the girls are going to just be like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not going to be like a real, like, back and forth. Like, they're going to be like, oh my God, can I take a video of you? Like, oh my God, I'm with Drake. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I kind of get that part. Like, you can't really, like, have a real discord with a shorty or a real, like, you know what I'm saying, back and forth with a shorty who's, like, starstruck. I get that. At the same time, though, like you don't have to, you know what I'm saying, go behind somebody else and like Lil Baby took Moneybag Girl and Future took Scottie Pippen wife. Like that shit lame to me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then again,
Hey,
I'm not in that position, bro. So who's to say, bro? If I had millions of dollars and I was in this situation, who's to say?
you be smashing people
These,
wives.
these,
I feel like it's just a power trip. It's just to boost your ego.
yeah.
Say, yeah, I had your wife. Yeah, I had your baby moms.
Like, and even if you did, like, you could see. My thing is like, I look at somebody G, like you a G if you do it, but you don't look at it as like bragging. Like, it's not something that you view as an accomplishment. It's just more about something that came with the territory. You know what I'm saying? Like I slip up, I hit this girl one night. Oh, she just happens to be married to so and so. Oh shit, I didn't know. My bad. You know what I'm saying? But if it's on some, you got the intention. Like you like, yo, like I'm gonna hit his girl. Like I'm gonna take his girl and hit her. Like to me, that's kind of like like it's evil. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like okay, like I ain't gonna say evil, but it's like why? Like you know what I'm saying? Like if you got money, you got everything going on. Why you gotta fuck with his girl? Why you gotta go after the broke nigga? If the nigga's hating, right? That's different. Now you got a reason, right? If the nigga talking shit about you and oh I don't like this dude and he always think he got money, he think he too good for us, and you know what I'm saying? If he's downing you and he's like constantly downing you, like you putting yourself in that position. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like that shouldn't be like a go-to answer. Like, why don't we just talk to the nigga? You know what I'm saying? Why don't we just have a one?
Nah, I'd rather just take your wife.
I'm gonna just take your girl, shut your
Yeah.
ass up, like,
Yeah, for real.
because that, like, so to speak, hits you where it hurts. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because that's a man's pride. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the
That's
day,
dirty, bro.
it's dirty. But at the same time, they dirty hoes, bro. Like a lot of these shorties are dirty. Like so, a shorty gonna leave you just because, you know what I'm saying, a dude flash a wad of cash. Like, she wasn't yours to begin with, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and my philosophy, bro, unless you're married, like you are, you know what I'm saying? Unless you have, like, somebody who's in your corner, like, none of these women are yours. You know what I'm saying? Like, because let's be real, bro. Like, if you're in a relationship, right, and you have no plans of getting married and you haven't really thought about it, you don't really talk about it, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Like sometimes you just need somebody in your corner, or you need somebody to be with, to talk to, and like a lot of times you just figuring shit out. That's a big part of it too. But I'm talking about like if you're with somebody for years, like 5 to 10 years, like, and marriage is not really a concept, or fiance, none of that is in your future, then there's a reason. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why you haven't. You know what I mean?
I
And
don't get why two people would be together but they're not married for years. Like that makes no sense to me.
no, yeah, either
Especially like the female, like
right,
because all right, you with this dude, right?
yeah.
You're doing everything a wife would do. You just don't have the title. That's stupid.
And that's a lot of these rappers. A lot of people with money nowadays is like they want the comfort, they want the feel, the relationship feel. You know what I mean? But it's like they don't. I think it's an insecurity thing too. Let's be real, like insecurity on both parties, right? The insecurity of a man because he knows if she leaves him, he might not be able to find something else. I'm talking about a regular nigga, right? Not a nigga with money. If she leave him, he might not be able to find somebody who's going to do the same shit she was doing. But if she leaves him, you know what I'm saying? She feels either the same, either one or two things. She going to feel like, okay, I can't get nobody like him. Or she going to feel like, okay, like I don't want to go through the process of finding somebody else. It's like a laziness thing. And I met a lot
Yeah.
of women like that where they just be at the point where they like, okay, like I'm with this dude just because, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to do it on my own. I don't want to figure it out on my own. Like Jessica, you know Jessica, like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a matter of like,
Security.
yeah, like insecurity and like I call it laziness, bro. Let's be real, it's lazy. Like because in order to get what you want, you have to put in some effort, bro. Like so you're like she's like you're lazy on the concept of like, okay, like, oh well, I just don't want to like have to look for a house on my own and have to switch all the bills in my name and I don't know how to do anything, da da da. Okay, well we figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like you're oh like this is part of life. You know what I'm saying? If you don't figure shit out, then how are you gonna know what to do? You have to bump into walls, you have to hit some courage, you gotta fall down a few times, yo. And that's like what I've been learning, bro. Like and so for me it's like to see somebody who's just like unhappy with their shit and they just like continuously like bro like you gotta you know what I'm saying you gotta step it up bro like and I'm not a relationship expert you know what I'm saying like I'm not like a fucking like you know and my shit's weird too but like I'm starting to realize you know what I mean like money doesn't you know what I'm saying like I don't know money doesn't change much you know what I mean I need the money I need it all but you got to be a solid person and a solid nigga you know what I'm saying to maintain that shit and to maintain women bro.
I think that most of us we got to get away from the money chasing mindset.
Yeah. That it's hard because it's like money is the motivator, right? You need money, but it's like the money mindset is like a detriment because if you end up chasing money and only money, like you will end up unhappy. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like you know, because even Future, like or Drake, like I'm sure they got sad days too. I mean, you know, they can quickly pop a pill or go call a woman to you know hit, and it'll turn their day around. You know what I'm saying? But that's just a dependency, like now. You know what I'm saying? Now you have to look outside of yourself in order to find happiness.
What was that? Dan Bilzerian was saying like money can buy you pleasure, right? It can buy you like more experiences, but not gonna necessarily make you more happier. Like, yeah, you have a lot more women, you got a lot better food, better quality life, but oh, Giant, what happened?
Yo, my fault. Yuri was FaceTiming. I don't know why it like
Oh,
exited
okay.
out. No, you good. I'm just saying like it exited out for some reason. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess probably get off here soon. But yeah, man, that's basically the concept. You know what I mean?
Oh, dang. What was that? It was some quote about money. It was like dang, I had just hold on, I got that joint written because I was watching this video. They were saying, Would you suck a dick for 10 million?
Oh my god!
Or no, not 10 million. It was 100 million.
People were saying,
And
yeah, shit.
yeah, people were saying yeah. And I thought about it, and I was just like, money don't move me, right? Like you can't be moved by money. Like
Yeah,
I'm just not gonna jump at everything. But like everyone who was like reacting to the video, they're like, yo, you crazy if you don't take the 100 million. Like who's not gay for 100 million? I'm just like, bro, y'all wild. Like y'all would literally do anything to like get some money. Like you would compromise your conscience, go against your morals just for some
yeah.
cash. Like, but bro, you gotta live with, yo, I took some dick in my mouth, or like I took it in my butt for the
Like
money.
that's something I
For the,
can't live with. Like knowing that I sucked a nigga. Like nah, bro. Like I mean,
and
it's definitely hard. Like to turn that shit down. Like I'm not gay whatsoever. Like you know what I'm saying. I don't. It's whatever. But yeah, like oh my god, $100 million. But at the same time, it's like that's too much, man. Like you know what I'm saying.
all right,
Like
bro, on some realistic type, like 1 million.
like nah,
You thought of that,
I couldn't do that shit, bro. Cause I'm just thinking
bro?
to myself, like, what if a nigga record this and then they gonna have a video? Like, nah. And even if it wasn't something that was being recorded, right? I would still know that I did that shit. It's just the fact that it's like, yo, am I gay now? Like now, like now I'm questioning myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, am I gay? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just sucked it. I guess I'm gay now. Like, nah, bro. Couldn't do
Gay for pay. Hey, I heard a
it.
lot of porn stars do that, man. The gay porn be paying more, so gay for pay.
Oh, they just turned gay?
They get it in real quick. Hit a dude in his booty, get a couple racks. Cause when you do like a boy girl scene, you only get paid like a couple hundred. I think the girl gets paid like 1,000 or two maybe. It's not that much for like a normal boy girl scene.
So the girl
But
always gets paid more because it's more vulnerability, more risk for her or some shit. I don't know.
yeah, and the girl's always like the star of the show.
This is true. Okay, that makes sense.
But the gay scenes, I heard you can get gripped up, get a couple thousand from the gay scenes.
Nah, man, that's crazy. Nah, yeah, nah.
Hey man, a hole is a hole.
Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Cause you gotta think, bro, like that's something you like if you're a straight man, right? And you do some stuff and like that for some money, you're basically like that's gonna live with you the rest of your life. Like for me, I don't know, at least like I'm a very self-conscious person. I feel like you are too. Like I reflect a lot, right? Like I think about shit every day. This is something that I would think about the rest of my life. So like I couldn't live with myself. Even if I'm in my mansion, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm in my mansion, bro. Like I got my cars, but like, that's gonna be in the back. Like, yo, what did you do to get this money? Oh, well, like you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a question you got to answer for a while. Like,
I would never do something like that. But if I did, bro, I would bury that so deep in my mind, I would never think about it again.
it's it's hard because like I would try to bury it, but I feel like that shit would bother me. Like I would have to see a therapist or something, bro. Like I be like, I don't know, bro. Like, and
I was watching an interview from Misty Stone, and she was saying how like probably like it's some crazy high percentage, but like 90% of male porn stars are gay or bi. Like it's just
wow.
that they're all freaks, so it's like nothing out of the ordinary. She was like, look at me, like I'm gay, like I go both ways, like depending on how much you paying, like I'll do anything, like I'll eat somebody's butt.
Nah. So then you catching STDs and it's like, nah. See, that's not even
Nah, but the thing is with porn stars, I mean, they get tested like every week or every 2 weeks, so they're
Oh
like
right.
some of the cleanest people like you could ever sleep with
Because they're
because they get
constantly getting
tested
like
so much.
regulated. Yeah.
Yeah, but then you do, have, sometimes you do sleep with people who are not porn stars. You have porn stars that are, into drugs or just, not caring,
Right.
right? And just, wild. And so, every now and then you do have like outbreaks and stuff.
Yo, this is gonna be the next segment. It's gonna be pornography, bro.
I bet.
And we're gonna talk about the ins and outs because it seemed like you know a lot about. I mean, I know some shit, but it seemed like you did like some research on this. So it's like we're gonna have a topic about this, like pornography. You know what I'm saying? The industry itself, like you know what I'm saying, like you know what I'm saying, like people who use it on like fucking Chris Rock used to be addicted to porn. I don't know if you knew that.
Chris Rock.
Yeah, he said something like on I think it was a stand up or it was an interview or something. He basically was like, he was 15 to 20 minutes late everywhere he went because no matter before where he went, he was like in a bathroom, in a private room, like like you know what I'm saying, watching porn,
Just
masturbating.
jerking off. Wow.
That's insane, right? And it's like, yo, this nigga's a millionaire, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's still out here, like, you know what I'm saying, Drake. So it just shows like it's really an addiction, bro, that I feel like nobody really be talking about. Like, I mean, I watch porn. I feel like not everybody, but most people, like most dudes, most males watch porn, you know what I'm saying? Not all, but or unless you made a decision not to do it, which is the right thing to do. But I feel like the only reason I feel like I want to stop, or most people should stop, because it's like what it does to your brain chemistry. And like, I don't know if it's how true this is, but I was looking at some shit and they basically was like, it lowers your self confidence. Like your testosterone levels are not going to be where they are if you're like constantly like watching, like masturbating and watching porn. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're just not going to have the confidence to go out and meet a real woman and have real sex. Like, just because you're so
Yeah.
addicted to that quick access of like, oh, fuck, let me just look up my phone, look up some like, and you got to think, bro, when you go on a porn website, it's anything and everything you want to fucking find. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
go to that motherfucking search bar and then you find anything you want. Black, white, Asian, gay, bi, fucking one leg, fucking midget,
Mommy,
mommy,
hentai, double DP,
dude,
gangbang,
bro,
bukkake.
it be
Yeah,
some sick
yeah,
shit out here, bro. And my point is like, niggas, niggas do anything for the money, so it's hard, bro, because like it's $1 billion industry, but that's what also nobody else talks about. This porn is one of the most money making industries that exist.
yeah. I think somebody calling him.
Yeah, my fault. That was Yuri again. Let me get off here.
She was FaceTiming.
Huh?
She was FaceTiming again.
Oh, she called me this time. She's like, "Oh, you don't want to FaceTime?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm talking to Cornelius right now." Like,
All right, bet. Nah,
yeah.
bro, you gotta start watching porn, man.
So how long ago did you stop?
Uh, when did I stop? I stopped watching porn probably. I can't even remember. Maybe a year, 2 years ago.
Oh, it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's probably been like closer to 2 years now. I used to have a real bad problem with porn.
Yeah, I feel like most
Yeah, I
people.
remember when I was like probably 19, 20, it got to the point where like I wasn't like even like able to like really like get hard like from
Right,
like normal women. Like I
right,
had to have
right.
like porn. Like it had rewired and messed up my brain so bad. I'm just like, yo, this is a huge problem.
It desensitizes you,
Yeah.
like to the point where
Because like
like
you're looking at all these beautiful
right,
women, right? And
right.
then like when you see like, what a woman looks like in real life, you're like, oh, like that's not what I'm used to.
Right. It's like a perfected video, perfected. Like that's what I think about too. Like porn is not real. I mean, some of it is like you got amateur videos and like, but you got like the actual like when I watch porn, like when I still do, but like I'm trying to stop. But like every time I used to, when I do, like I don't watch like the brazzers and like all that fake shit. Cause to me that shit is like I don't even like it doesn't do nothing for me. Like that they
Hmm.
got makeup on and like, oh yeah, like that shit lame to me, nigga. Like I cannot even watch that shit, bro. Like if it's a shorty in the
Bro,
video with no a shorty got no ass, no titties, she's supposed to just be bad. Like I'm not watching. You gotta have some ass or some titties. Like, and that's the problem. That's what you were saying. Oh, somebody there, my bad.
nah, it's all good.
Oh nah, but that's what you like. It becomes like desensitized because you out here looking at the perfect version of all these women, and like I said, you can search up anything you want. Like when you have some access like that, that shit is dangerous, bro. Like you can look up anything you want, any kind of video. Like there's going to be a video for it, But then, like you said, when you in real life with a woman, like it's not always as smooth as what you think, bro. Bro, that shit crazy.
Bro,
Yeah,
all right. So, all right, after this, I think we could probably end it. But I'm gonna
yeah,
just say this: I was watching this video, and this dude, he was like, "Yeah, I was addicted to porn." And it starts off, with the Brazzers, the super like beautiful,
right.
like model girls, and then like you get desensitized, and you have to like go harder, and like you keep going deeper and
Yeah,
deeper down this porn
exactly.
rabbit hole. And he said he ended up in like the tranny category.
Oh no, that's because you
And
just
he
want
said
more and
like,
more.
yeah, and it keeps getting darker and deeper. And bro, I'm gonna tell you why this is so dangerous, because dang, what's that dude, Soft White Underbelly on on YouTube.
I think you told me about this dude actually.
All right, so like he's got like interviews with just like the most like effed up people, but like he's got like interviews with sex offenders, and
Oh
like
wow.
people who like like molested children and stuff, or like done
Damn.
that with kids. And the dude was saying like after he like got out of jail and been through therapy and stuff, that he had got to a point in porn where nothing did it for him. So
Right.
that next step was kids.
Oh wow. See,
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's too much.
So he had gone so far
That he was like looking
down.
up children and shit.
Yeah, like bondage, beating,
Oh wow.
tranny, like all of that. None of that did it for him. Like he went so far down the hole that was like, well, what else is there?
Nothing. Yeah, like that's
And
crazy. You say he went to children? That's some sick. Like, see, that's where it gets like borderline like sick. Like, cause all right, the porn addiction is sick in itself, right? But it's like we live in a society where it's like we don't even view it. It's kind of like normalized, you know what I mean? But like, and porn is a normal thing, so to speak. But it's like the addiction to it is real, like you said, because like it's crazy that shit can lead to like you watching children, like you said, like it's just like a rabbit hole. Like you just literally like, how can I up it? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but look at it just like a drug, right? Or just like
right,
a drug user, right? Like, all right,
right,
you start out smoking weed, like that's a gateway drug, and then you
right,
go to coke, right?
right,
And then it's like, okay, I'm already used to this high, like let's go to heroin, right? And
right.
then now you're doing fentanyl.
Yeah, and then you don't look at it as that bad until you like are Demi. What's her name? Demi Lovato. No, what's the girl name
Demi
that was on
Lovato,
heroin? That's her name, right?
Demi
Yeah,
Lovato,
like you know what I'm saying? Like, and I guarantee it didn't start with heroin. I guarantee it started with coke or like or pills or some
some
shit,
alcohol, yeah,
some alcohol, and you just want to keep going and keep going and keep going.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then before you know it, you wake up one day and
you tying a rope around your arm and shit. You heating up a needle. You know what I'm saying? It's
you
not
at
funny,
a
but still, like,
playground, you scouting for little kids.
yeah, bro. Not see, like, what would stop me is like, okay, if I'm literally on the porn site and I'm about to enter in the search bar, typing in children in the search bar, I'm like, whoa, 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 what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I would have to stop. Like, whoa, whoa, what am I doing right now? Like, am I really about to look up children on a fucking porn site? Or just children? Like, where do you find shit like that, first of all? And why are you searching for this? You know what I mean? Like, but it just goes to show, because, like,
Because you're trying to get off.
but the sad part is like people go this far because like it's like you're in the privacy of your own home. You know what I'm saying? You're in the
Yeah.
privacy of your own phone. Like there's nobody to police you. There's nobody to watch you and to be like, oh, what are you looking up? Or like, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that we should have that. At the same time though, it's like once that's planted in your brain, it's like, oh, like this is secret. You know what I'm saying? Like this is one of my things. Like I'm gonna keep to myself. Like nobody's gonna know until it fucks you up internally. You know what I mean?
It's crazy, man.
Yeah. All right, yeah, that shit is wild, but yeah, we're gonna make that the we kind of talked about it here too, but we can make that like the next
Yeah,
week.
we'll piggyback off of that next episode.
Yeah, man, this was cool, bro. We talked about some real shit on here.
Yeah, I'm glad we circled back to alcohol at the end because we were like everywhere.
Yo, and that's another thing I was thinking about. I was like, most of these episodes, it might just go off on tangents unless we have like I ain't gonna say like note cards, but at least some kind of like formal guideline on what, like, you know, just to stay on track. Because I feel like
Yeah,
in order to gain an audience, like we have to have like a super like laser focused like subject area. Because if we're just broad and like people hop on and they hear what's going on all over the place, they're like, what is this for? Like, I want like a monthly subscriber. You know what I mean? Somebody that's like constantly like, yo, I want to go listen to these two dudes to get some real info, get some real talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like if we can narrow down each episode to like real topics and stay on that topic and just like go deep in like alcohol, and then we break down alcohol to like, okay, the chemicals and the family and like how to drink it and what kind of alcohol. Like, it's so many different topics you could break down on each thing. So
You want to bring on other guests too next time, or in
yeah,
the later episodes?
like who?
We can bring on like Deshaun, Aaron,
Oh
A,
yeah.
Caleb.
Right, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if Caleb would be down to do this, but I could ask him. But yeah, we could have different like guests and like different. What's like an attention grabber? You know what I'm saying? Like something we can really have that sticks out, like either on our name or on our title or some shit.
We'll come up with something.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I think that I probably gotta throw some bread into StreamYard because like you see like the logo, you can change that, and then we can probably do some stuff with the backgrounds, put pictures
Okay.
up here.
I mean, if it's just let me know. Like, you know what I mean? If it's nothing crazy, I'd pay for it too. I'll try to cash app you so it's even. You know what I'm saying? So you're not just putting all the bread into it. You know what I mean?
All right, for sure.
Yeah. All right, then, my G. Shit. Yeah, we're gonna pick this. I'm gonna hit you up on WhatsApp after this.
All right.
All right, man. See you.
All right, bro.